Yo, what up? It is the 15th of April 2024. It is currently 10:27 p.m. on a Wednesday. And today, I don't know today. As promised, I'm playing earlier enough to the point that I don't have to rush straight to the shops and still miss them. But I'm gonna go straight to the shops anyway, because I just, I don't know, I feel like getting it out of the way, I guess. I never seem to go to the shops before seeing, I never stop at the bulletin board before seeing what's at the shops. So whenever there's a spotlight item, I'm always surprised. But not one today. Let's see. Anything at all? No, doesn't look like it. There's so few items. Actually, I just want to go back up for a sec. There's so few items left. I think there's like, I think it's 6, maybe? Okay. My brain, like, creates things sometimes. Like, I looked at my spreadsheet as for things that I didn't have from the store, and one of them is a stroller. And I swear my brain, like, created a memory of a stroller being in the shop. But it wasn't. We don't call it a stroller, though. We call it a pram. Which, I mean, yeah. It's one of those ones where it's like, who cares about the difference? Blue knit hat, huh? Oh! I do need this! You know? I have a feeling I've skipped this one up before. It seems like one of those ones that I've assumed that I already had. I feel like I've ran into that before. A fresh shirt. Let's see. Nope, don't need it. I'm gonna go back to Nooks because I believe I have a couple of things on me that I don't want. Well, hey, that's a score, though, of an item. You know, I should think, like, so how many items do I have left in general to get? 200... Not 200. Less than 200, actually. What is that? 100 and... Oh! Oh, Nook. Oh, I forgot. This started yesterday. Nook's got his little, story. You know, Harriet, the hairdresser, recently moved into my store, yes? Oh! I've actually never seen this one because I've never had this store until recently. Well, just the other day, she said to me, "Nook, sugar, have you ever thought about changing your hairstyle just a skosh?" Well, I never. How very rude of you. You may not believe this, since it's not incredibly obvious to the naked eye, but I trim my hair every day, without fail. And on top of that, depending on how I feel that day, I customize it. Now, perhaps it might be a little too subtle for most people, but that's how I express myself. It's where I let it all hang out, as they say, Don't think I've not tried alternatives. This is the only style that suits me. Oh, Nook. You gotta love him. I honestly think he's one of my favorite characters in this whole series. I just love the way he talks. And his, like, I don't know. I love that he's, like, very clearly obsessed with money and yet has so many, like... He's more of a business guy than a money guy, because he's still nice when he needs to be. I don't know, I just really like him. I like a lot of the characters in these games, though. I mean, I know everyone's crazy about Isabel, and, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like her too, but, I mean, I was never, like... I mean, she's just, like, a character to me. Like, she isn't... I don't find her particularly interesting beyond... Like, oh, it's, you know, the overworked secretary type character that everyone likes. But I like that Animal Crossing is a series where that's a kind of character that can, you know, appear, because most other video game series don't exactly, ironically enough, depict people in a realistic way, whereas the game about walking, talking animals manages to depict people in a kind of more real way. And I mean, it's still done in a pretty, you know, I get basic way for the sake of it being like a family-friendly, all-ages kind of deal. But I don't know, I like the way the characters are written. You gotta help me, I'm like super panicky. If you find the number 5 shirt, hang on to it. Was the number 5 shirt not being sold at the Able Sisters, actually? I don't think I've ever had that happen. That's incredibly lucky. Assuming that that actually is correct. I swear I didn't imagine it this time. It is real. Yeah, but I also really like oh, got a discussion happening here. Hello, Peewee and Pango. Hey, Pango, weren't you talking about how you wanted a part-time job? I know people. I could hook something up for you if you're interested. You love digging ditches, don't you? Well, of course you do. No way. No one does that anymore. It's way too blah. Don't you even know that the new... Wait. Don't you even know that the new... Is she saying IT or it? I guess it, because it's not capitalized. The new it job is selling waterfront real estate? Oh, like, it's it. I get it now. Okay, never mind. After all, I do have a smile that just won't quit. Do you? I'd be totally psyched to do that job. Humph. You really are a brat, aren't you, Pango? How can you say that? It's just a part-time job. I might as well have fun. My smile will melt customers like chocolate in the sun. I just love melting people's hearts like chocolate. Snoof. Oh, I get it. You're just too good for digging ditches. The princess doesn't like it to get her hands dirty. Jesus, I'm not bad at reading. What's wrong with you? Nobody likes to dig ditches, Peewee. That's crazy talk. Everybody loves some fun, back-breaking manual labor. A princess like you wouldn't know fun if you hit it with a shovel. If you hit it with a shovel? I think you mean the other way around, Peewee. Whoa there. You totally weirded out on me. I must have hit a nerve. Yikes. I really do like jobs that are, like, monotonous and stupid. Well, I mean, like... I like doing things that are monotonous and stupid, I guess. There was a job where you literally... I mean, that's that movie. That's Holes. I watched Holes recently. That's a good movie. I love Holes. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. I legitimately do really like the movie. The only thing I don't like about the movie is, one, it goes on for like a little bit too long. But it's still, you know, every scene is pretty much all valuable, so I wouldn't say that's, you know, necessarily a flaw. But the other thing is that there's so many times in that movie where they do this, like, oh no, it is 5. Is it? Is that 3? No, it is. Okay. They do so many times this effect in the movie where they, like, slow down the footage, but the way it, like, this is hard to explain, but instead of it slowing down normally, it, like, interpolates between the frames and, like, fades between each frame, and I don't know why they do it, and they do it, like, I swear, 10 times in the movie, and it's really annoying. But that's just a sign of the times. They were doing weird, stupid effects. Oh, Gracie's here today. Yeah, but I do legitimately really like Holes. I think I read the book. I mean, the book is pretty similar to the movie, although there's some, I think there's some things that are shifted around a little bit. But no, I like Holes. So yeah, if I had a job that was just digging holes, well, I guess it depends on how dirty it is. You giving me a number 5 shirt? Truly? Wow, Monkey, you're so super generous. I can't wait to try it on. Wow. Your favorite, a red ribbon. Wait, I think I need a red ribbon. I do. Score. Let's go. Thank you, Tangy. You're the best, Tangy. Let's have a look at the red ribbon, just for fun. Oh, would you look at that? I forgot I had a buzz cut in this game. And in real life, too. I always wear a wig. I don't get wigs. I mean, I guess that's easy for me to say because I'm not bald, but... I don't know. I don't know if guys wear wigs. I mean... I guess toupees are basically wigs. In fact, yeah, toupees are wigs. And you know what? a president, you know, wore a toupee pretty infamously, so, I'm sure more than one, actually. But, you know, Obama wore his baldness, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, honestly, like, being bald can be humiliating, and I kind of get that, but my hair's been, like, long for ages now, and the amount of things, like, times it gets stuck on stuff and annoys me, I think, you know, sure, being bald has got its own things, but I think that, they also have a pretty good. Plus, you save money on shampoo, am I right or am I right? I'm actually pretty sure you, still have to. I don't know if you might. Oh, Hugh's trying to move. Here we go. You might. I think you still do use shampoo. Maybe it isn't hemp shampoo specifically, but you still have to wash because you've still got a scalp. Come on, Hugh, don't go. When you say those things, it makes my heart ache. I don't know if that's confirmation. Why would you say that? Are you trying to tell me something? Maybe I'll stick around a little bit longer. Good for you, Hugh. You better do that. Honestly, and I kind of feel bad for saying this, but I have established the like 4 that are always gonna live here: Cube, Peewee, Marina, and Hugh. Cube, Peewee, Hugh, and Marina. Yeah. But if one of those 4 had to leave, I think I would pick Hugh, and nothing wrong with Hugh. I like Hugh, obviously. That's why I, you know, say he's part of the original 4 in the first place. But the only reason why I say it is because, you know, Cube and him are pretty similar, all things considered. They have similar color schemes. They're both lazy villages. They live, like, right next to each other. And I just like Cube more. I like him because he's a cool penguin. Hey, Cube. I might be kind of shy, but after moving here, I talk to all sorts of new people. Maybe I should try going on a trip sometime soon. Yeah, but I'm not saying I'm gonna get rid of Hugh, because, you know, I literally just, you know, kept him, just then. But, I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I'll, change my mind on the concept of the original. Because, you know, it does kind of bother me internally that I have, like, it's like a hypocritical, like, logic, because I'm proclaiming that villagers randomly moving away is, like, a good part of this series, and yet I am basically caging my villagers by forcing them to stay every single time they say they want to move. I mean, I would definitely keep him in Rolfton if I were to make him move, but I don't, that's not a now thing anyway. I might not seem like it, but I'm quite shy around new people. I always like talking to you because there's none of that awkwardness. But I have to stop this. I want new adventures, I gotta meet new people. Monique called me mate. She asked for a nickname for her to call me something, and I said mate, and she stopped saying it and got wiped over with S Monkey, which I despise. Thinking back about what I was saying with the NPC characters having the way they're written, that's kind of why New Horizons rubs me the wrong way a bit, because of how many characters they like either removed or just sort of like, I don't know, they didn't do much with them, or they you know, yeah, they just made them less interesting. Like, you know, in this game there's some interesting stuff with the Able sisters. They have the, like, set of dialogue. They talk about, Sable, they're both of their pasts. And then, New Horizons. I don't know, it's weird that Label, sort of just comes back to the island every now and again to do, like, think she sells, like, her own clothing line, and it's like the sisters don't interact. I just find that very weird that they, like, I don't know. It sort of felt like they were like, okay, well, we need another, like, you know, visiting NPC. Oh, well, we've got this character, let's just throw her in, and then they didn't really think about the, I don't know, I don't want to say lore implication, but, I don't know, the story. There is, like, you know, depth with the characters. And I mean, I can't say that I know every, like, you know, bit of dialogue in New Horizons, so I'm not 100% sure that there isn't, you know, something that is addressing this exact thing that I'm talking about, but as far as I know, there isn't really much addressing of it, and I just find that kind of weird. But I mean, how many characters did they not have? Is Gracie in New Horizons? I kind of lost track after they started doing updates. Like, I don't think I haven't done Halloween in New Horizons before, so I don't even remember that Jack is in, New Horizons as well. Not that I particularly care for Jack or anything. Or any... I mean, I do like Zipper. I know people like, oh, he's creepy. I mean, I don't care for his design, but I mean, that's kind of the idea, is that he's meant to be a mascot character suit, because it is a suit. And, you know, I used to be scared of those when I was a kid. I don't know why. I was scared of a lot of things when I was a kid, so I'm not really sure on the specifics. Hell, I mean, I'm scared of a lot of things now, but most of the things I'm scared of now are, like, just sort of boring. Like, really obvious things. You know what Peewee said? Too many push-ups are bad for you. You believe that? So what's the perfect number? Do you know? 100. I mean, look, it's about moderation, I think. So, like, maybe 99.1. What does that even mean? How do I do a half a push-up, bend my arms and stop? That's against the laws of physics or something. Your arms might implode. I'd report you to the National Push-Up Board if there was one. Can we talk about the fact that Antonio definitely can't do a push-up? Look at his nose to arm length ratio. It's ridiculous. Just doing any form of exercise seems very difficult for him. One fear of mine, like, I definitely remember as a kid being scared of heights, but like in the kind of, oh, everyone's scared of heights kind of way. But I don't know when it happened, because the first time I remember it happening was when I was watching, I think, Mission Impossible 2? The one where they're in Dubai and they go up the tallest building in the world, in Dubai. And I remember seeing the reflection of, like, because it's like all glass, seeing the reflection of the, like, of the ground, like, you know, how far down it goes from that high up, and, you know, because it's a Tom Cruise movie, it's like it's real. For some reason that, like, that was the first time I recall, and this was pretty recent, like having, like, a pit in my stomach and, like, feeling, like, really, I don't know, something felt really real about, heights, like, seeing them and stuff. Hey, if you want to hurry, would you take a look at this? Hey, I am cute, and it's a fate. This is weird that this is replied by tomorrow. This feels very internet to me. I might be a bit, terminally online by saying that, but, like, I don't know, there are so many forum posts that would be like this, like, kind of ASCII art, like, emojis, emoticons. What do you think? It gave me a serious case of the warm fuzzies, personally. Yeah, but now, like, every time I see, like, a big height in something, and, like, as long as I think, you know, a bottomless pit doesn't do anything, because it's just nothing. But, like, I think it's when you see the ground, and also the perspective is from the top. Seeing that in things, like, I rewatched, like, Monsters, Inc., which I've seen a million times, because it's, like, One of my favorite childhood movies. And the scene where they're in the door factory and they show a door like falling from all the way up and like smashing on the ground from the perspective of like that high up. That was like it gave me like a pit in my stomach. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Watching a movie I've watched a million times, and this like scene that's fake CGI is making me. It's not even like scared. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like I don't even think it's nervous would be the right word. I don't really know what the word would be at all. Anyway, let's have a coffee to soothe those nerves. Care for a cup of java to pick you up? It's 200 bells. What blend would you like? The usual? Whatever you say. And up comes 1-up cup of your favorite blend spoon. Whatever you say. Ooh, pigeon milk. Care for a little pigeon milk to put in it? Yes, please. You're going to be very pleased. And it goes. There we go. At the perfect temperature to bring in the flavor. 176 degrees. 1 fresh brewed cup. Drink up. Thanks. Sweet and mild. This could be none other than the world-renowned pigeon blend. Thanks. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, like... To me, I think fear of heights, for me personally, is my very primal sense of, like, I think it's, like the very much of, like, a, you know, Murphy's Law sort of, I don't want to say philosophy, but outlook. Yeah, I wouldn't call it an adage, I guess it's a law, that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, is very much something that affects my day, but maybe not my day-to-day life, but definitely what I think about. And I guess a height is the epitome of that to me. Like, 'cause, you know, one slip up and you're dead. You just die. And that, I don't know. And like, I don't get that when I see like animals, or like, you know, like other things that are dangerous. But I think it's because, like, you don't see, like, a jaguar when you're walking down the street. And sure, you don't see very tall heights every day either, but I guess to me, it's not the fear of I don't think it's the height, it's the falling. Oh, and I mean, I think that is what people say, is that it's not about the fear of heights, it's about the fear of the fall, or the fear of the drop. But I do get that, you know, the thing in dreams where, like, it feels like you're falling. That happens to me all the time. In fact, I don't think I ever have a dream that isn't, like... No, I don't think I have all nightmares, but every time I have a dream, pretty much every single time, I wake up and for, like, I want to say... for 30 seconds, I forget, I, like, can't tell if it was real or not, which I don't know if that is normal. But, like, that whole thing where people are like, oh, that was a good dream, I want to go back, like, that doesn't happen to me. I don't get dreams that are very desirable, like, I don't, like, fly or anything. Or at least if I do, I don't remember it. Let's see, did Gracie like me? Yeah, she liked me, alright. Doesn't really matter, but we know that at this point. Yeah, also, what was I talking about? A fear of falling. Alright, dreams, yeah. My dreams, yeah, I don't... Like, I only remember... I either don't have good dreams ever, or I only have dreams that... It's not even, like... Like, it's not a... To me, it isn't, like, a binary thing. Like, it's not like, oh, I either have a perfect dream or a nightmare. It's pretty much... every dream I have is in that middle. Oh. Cool shirt. What do I think of the cool shirt? I hate it. That's what I think of it. I think this cool shirt sucks. Apparently. I don't, Oh, wait, do I? Oh, no, wait. Sorry, my mistake. This cool shirt is kick-ass. It's an awesome shirt. Looking saucy, then played of Alfredo. And she gave me more triangle shades and removed my afro. Which to me is a downgrade. Oh, my elephant shirt back. I forgot I was wearing that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure... I don't know how... Like, what the, because, you know, there's all this stuff. Dreams are... This is such low-hanging fruit. This is the lowest of low-hanging fruit, in terms of, like, oh, things to talk about and stuff. But, man, dreams are really weird. I think it's just it isn't even the subjects that I think are weird. It's just the fact that we have dreams at all that makes me wonder, like, it's just so bizarre. You know what, I'm just gonna I just want to drop some bells in case my, compadres don't have enough money for the, Gracie, clothes. I'm gonna go to bed the normal way, but I'm gonna keep playing because I need to get my Gracies. But I've already scored 1, which is good. Yeah, but, like, to me, when they do a movie and it, like, opens where it's like a dream like that literally feels like a Hollywood invention, which I don't have a good perspective on this because I don't talk about dreams with other people a lot, because, to be fair, it's a pretty boring topic of conversation considering how much it's the fact that people think there's so interesting, I guess. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm not any different. I mean, I'm talking about my dreams like they're any interesting, when the thing about them really is how boring they are. Usually, my dreams will have a very dramatic truth in them, but that won't be the subject of the dream. That'll just be a part of it. And I think that's the main thing. It's like, there's something that is just true, but it's not that's not part of the dream. That's just like the set dressing, you know? I don't know how best to describe it other than that, I guess. That's just like, I don't know. But yes, I do often have the falling. And it's not even the falling in the dream, it's like falling when you're trying to go to sleep sometimes. It's very weird. I'm sure you could argue that there's some sort of correlation between your, like, mental state and the quality of your dreams. I don't know. But I mean, I'll go to bed feeling good and can still have weird dreams. I don't think it matters. I mean, I definitely think that your general mental state would affect your dreams. Because if you're someone who, say for example, tends to worry about things a lot, then yeah, sure, your subconscious brain is probably going to emphasize something like that. But I don't think, like, a door appearing in your dreams means you've got a new window of opportunity and all that stuff that people say. I'm gonna make sure I toss these out. Fork is at the top of his game in terms of fashion. The other thing I can't stand watching, going off of that Fear of Heights thing, oh, it's not, I guess the Fear of Heights thing is, I can bear to watch it. This is different, though. I hate anything relating to food. Mukbangs, ugh, I will never understand why people would legitimately watch people eating food. It's not just the eating food thing. It's not, I don't care about, like, seeing people eat food. That doesn't matter to me. It's when it's food. It's like I don't think there's a term for this, but I'm just gonna make something up. It's basically like food empathy. Melon shirt. Do I think of this melon shirt? No, I hate it. And what food empathy is, my made-up term that I just made up, is you see food and you imagine how it would feel to eat it. Which, you know, ranges from, oh, imagine how good that would taste, to, Jesus, I would feel so sick if I ate all of that. Which is usually the camp I'm in in terms of food empathy. There's so many things that I just see, like, of food online, and it'll just look, like, I just imagine eating it, and I just imagine, like, how sick it would make me feel. And that's all I can think about, and it just immediately puts a spit in my stomach. So then you can only imagine, beyond just seeing the food, actually watching people eat something that you know would make you sick if you tried to eat it. It's horrible. I guess that would be my, like... I don't think that would be torturous to have to watch videos like that, but I definitely wouldn't like it, I guess. But I don't know, I just get it a lot when you have food and it's good and you indulge yourself and you know you shouldn't be indulging yourself, and then afterwards you feel bad and then you feel sick, and then you're like, oh man, I know why I'm feeling sick, which makes it even worse. Okay, well, thank you, Gracie. Salting poor knife. Yep, stylish. White, I don't know anything about fashion. Which, you know, does anyone? Because, to me, from outsider looking in, it's basically just a bunch of nut jobs doing things stupider and stupider, and people just blindly following along because it somehow managed to get popular. And that's basically the entire fashion industry from the perspective of me, who is dumb. That's what it seems like, though. Especially with fast fashion and stuff getting thrown out all the time. Like, I think humans have a natural knack for identifying things to be aesthetically pleasing, so the idea that something suddenly becomes out of fashion is really stupid to me. Like, if something is good and looking enough to become fashionable, then it shouldn't somehow suddenly manage to, you know, immediately go out of fashion. But, like I said, that's just me coming from, like, you know, I don't really know anything about fashion, but just my perspective. So I'm fine being a very default person in terms of the outfits that I wear. I mean, kind of. I don't know. Sometimes I wish my wardrobe would be a bit more interesting, but it's not something that I guess concerns me on a day-to-day basis. Oh wait, wait, I need to get the clothes from outside. That's like the one time I'm playing as Knife for like, you know, until like for another like 2 weeks. I need to take advantage, and these clothes have been outside for like ages now. The cool shirt and the kiwi shirt. Because these shirts can't be reordered at Nook's, in Nook's catalog, which means best thing to do with it is to keep them. Oh yeah, and all of these acorns. This year's Acorn Festival, I got it in the bag. That's all I'm gonna say. Excuse me, that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I guess it's May. It's still very far away. It's what month is it? November? Like that's, you know, pretty far down the line. But I do have to make sure to prepare at least a little bit for the Acorn Festival, which mainly is going to be getting more regular oak trees. But that's a topic for a later time. I do need to do it, though. It's not something I'm, like, putting off because I'm never going to do it. It's something I'm putting off because it's so far down the line, I might as well not even think about it right now. Anyway, we have one more Gracie visit today. And that would be from Scoop. I was going to say knife. That's wrong. Poor old Scoop. Scoop here since the beginning of the year? Yeah, I think I made Scoop before the beginning of this year. Made Scoop, like I molded her from clay. Let's see, how much money does she have? Ooh, just short. I'm gonna be taking the deposit of 5,000 bells. I'm gonna be immediately losing it. What do we have? Mail. Am I gonna regret this? Oh. I didn't think it would be completely full. From the HRA, from the HRA. It should just stop after some point. It's very annoying. Hey, Gracie. First time I'm talking to her today. Oh, I'm wearing a Gracie original. It's called being a suck-up. They're fakes. Yeah, but I mean, look, I can't exactly, I don't think, you know, every, I was referring to the fashion industry, like, everything that people obsess over from the outside looking in looks stupid. It's always going to be represented in the worst way possible, because that's the most sensational thing that gets represented the most. A good example would be video game collecting. You know, I like games. I like physical games. In my ideal world, I'd have every game ever made on a shelf, and I'd be able to pick it out and put it in the system of choice and play it on, like, the perfect TV for each system. But if you were to, you know, if I were to say, oh, I'm a aspiring video game collector, you'd probably, you know, lump me in with those whack jobs that, you know, grade video games and purchase them for like $800,000 of real money. Which I'm not like, because I don't care about, you know, grading or authenticity, or, I mean, I care about it, you know, as much as a normal person does at least. You know, I like that physical aspect is the thing that I'm drawn towards, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in a similar boat with fashion who just like, you know, the aesthetics of, you know, wearing something that looks cool and combinations and stuff like that, but wouldn't want to be lumped in with all of the kind of bad parts of the fashion industry. So, you know, it's all about perspective, and you kind of can't. It really is like you can't judge a book by its cover, because really it's impossible to get a good look just by looking at, like, whatever gets mainstream attention, because that's always going to be the most sensationalized thing. Anyway, enough what could only be described as bordering on political talk. That's going to be the end of today. And, geez, 40 minutes. See if tomorrow's a little bit shorter.